Huh?
Both groups, right?
Everywhere. Yes.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yes.
Yay!
Yes. Hey, everybody. What is going on? Jen and Shar here. We are going to educate you on why we should be rebooting our bodies. And this is something that I didn't even know was a thing. Oh, I thought you were going sideways. I was like, where's she going? So we did a live last week, kind of introducing Shar. We went into a little bit of mindset. And I'm really going to let Shar talk about her background with regards to nutrition and health and sharing her story. But she's really going to break it down for like someone like me that's like, I don't know what these ingredients mean, but I've got some health challenges. I've got some concerns, and I'm 43, want to live forever. So, Shar, welcome to our live tonight. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me, Biz Bestie. How are you doing?
I am fantastic. How are you?
Fabulous. Very excited. This is my favorite thing to talk about. So I'm jazzed.
Yeah. So before we get into what we're doing for the reset and reboot and all that stuff, let's talk about your background in healthcare so they kind of have an understanding of like, why should we listen to you? How do you know all this stuff?
What do you want to know, Jen?
Well, share your story in healthcare, and okay. You take care of patients right now, so you definitely have just kind of connecting the dots. Like, okay, you've been on the nutrition and you've had an experience, but you've also seen a lot of transformations being in this industry of healthcare. So let's just, educate our viewers on what that looks like for you as far as your healthcare background. And then trust me, I will ask you questions on why we should rebooting our computers.
That's right. That's a very good point. All right. Well, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. If you're on the live, give us an L. And yes. If you're on the replay, give us an R, please, down below. Get the comments going. Have some fun, because we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. And we're going to start way back about 35 years ago. I decided to enter the healthcare field through the government in our country here, because I was called to do that when I was very, very young, to help people and to make an impact. And for me, it was an extension of what I was interested in. My goal at the time was to be in the Olympics as a U.S. Olympic athlete. And so healthcare, fixing people, that all kind of went right in there. I went into trauma ER, so very lively background, very different every single day, and all of those kinds of things. And along the way, you pick up nuggets, you meet people, you investigate different things, you're presented with information. And then I became a patient halfway through my healthcare career, traditional healthcare career journey. I became a patient. I had a very severe diagnosis, and that made me think different and look at what I had been participating in and what I knew, and realize that it was very, very small. And I wanted it to go like this. I knew that it had to be out there somewhere. So I began searching and investigating, and met a couple of people that helped me tremendously come out the back end of that crazy journey. Was able to apply all of that knowledge again just 31 months ago, when I had another crazy medical experience as a patient, and realized how much my thinking had grown, my knowledge around how the body works as a whole system, not just individual things or maybe symptoms or labels that you've maybe heard of. I thought, wow. And so my application of all of this new knowledge that I didn't learn in medical school or in my former career, guess what? I had an amazing experience. And so I went, okay, I really need to tell people about what I've learned and just help people understand, like you, all of you watching, that there's different options out there. Just because it doesn't come from a way that we think or is packaged in a box that we're used to seeing doesn't mean that it's invalid, right? Yeah. And it took me a while to figure that out as well. So if I can help you condense time frames and help you on your wellness journey so you can live forever, Jen, absolutely, right? Get excited. And more importantly, just to know that you can have the best quality of life that you're after, so you can live your dream life every day of your life and not wait till somebody retires, or moves to check the boxes. This is a living thing, an active experience. So there you go.
Yeah, I love that. And I can't live forever, right? God's got a plan. But what I do know, I was just talking to my mom about this, is it's the whole 4-minute mile. So my great grandmother was 103 and in her right mind the entire time. And her philosophy was an apple a day keeps the doctor away. And her mom lived to be 100. So for me, I'm like, I would be silly to count myself out because I have two people that just set the example. But we all just came out of something that we didn't know what it was. Some of us are still like, what just happened the last 2-3 years, right? And we're starting to question our bodies and things we're putting inside of it. And, you know, we've got a lot of information, plant-based and vegan and do this and eat that. And you know, what you really teach and help a lot of people understand, and I'm still learning this, is that when you focus on the inside, the outside just kind of takes care of itself by default. The body knows what to do.
All the time.
Yeah, not that we don't need a doctor to reset the bone. That's necessary, but it's getting back to that whole, like, your body has a system that's designed already, but it's designed to use the elements that God provided, you know, Dead Sea and alkaline and all that stuff that you're going to share with us tonight. That when we know that and we stop putting the ingredients that we can't pronounce and expecting our gut and our liver to know what to do with that stuff, it's like, that's when things start breaking down.
Correct. It's very true. Our body is a whole system, kind of like a computer, right? It's a whole system. And if one part goes, hey, or if the keyboard breaks, it's a little hard to use the computer. Right? Our bodies are the same. If there's a part of our whole system that's not functioning correctly, it affects everything else. And yet, it's a super smart computer. It recognizes on the fly when all the stuff it's needing and is present, and then it gobbles it up and gets the happy dance going, as I like to say, because it knows what to do. It doesn't have to go rob Peter to pay Paul to get something to function or do whatever it's supposed to do. And that, I mean, that's like all of us, right? When we're robbing Peter to pay Paul in a budget in the home, it's exhausting. And our body gets the same way. So it's just exactly that, understanding that we have a way to give it what it needs and let it do the magic that it's designed to do, baby.
I love it. Well, we've got a 10-day reboot coming that's going to start here on the 26th. Why don't you share with us, who's the reboot for? Who's like the person that's like, oh, 10 days, like, okay, I could handle a 10-day commitment. What's a reboot? What do I need? What do I need to do? And why do I need to do it?
Okay. Well, reboot. Feeling tired, anybody?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe not getting the best quality sleep that you know you could have.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe just going, I've really been off the wagon, whatever that means for you. Food, alcohol, drinks, all of it, not moving the body. I don't know, every combination. And you just know you need a demarcation line to go, okay, and we're going to reset. Maybe you've got some great plans this summer and you just want to look and feel better in your clothes and your bathing suit and your shorts and your sandals and all the things, or just clean it up, like a deep cleaning. What do we do? Spring cleaning, right? Yeah. Spring cleaning, we all of a sudden we do the baseboards and we do all the blinds and right. So if you know you're kind of needing that spring, get that deep cleaning and then let's get it out and let's take it there. And frankly, if you're just curious, because maybe you've been hearing a lot of these buzzwords, there's tons of them in the wellness industry. They're all over the newsstands when you go to the grocery store, the bookstore, that, online, this ad, that ad. And maybe you're just like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do. I don't know what I should do or not do. Yeah, absolutely for you. Come in, listen, learn, apply, see how it works for you. I promise you, what's fascinating to me is I learned from my personal physician who actually taught me many of these things in my patient recovery from those crazy medical events, is that with focus and understanding what we're about to share tonight, in 10 days, we can completely reset the body's internal pH balance. And pH just means how acidic or how alkaline your body is. And we want it to be more alkaline always because the body works best in that status.
Okay. So let's answer the first question. Where is this going to take place?
Right here in the group that you're watching it in on Facebook. So whatever group you're in watching it, this is exactly where it's going to be. And we're going to kick it off this Friday, May 26th. And yes, I know it's Memorial Day weekend. I get that. Yes.
Totally. Yep. Suck it up. It's 10 days.
Yes.
Okay, so, and just so you guys know, we are going to stream and do a few things during the week to educate you, but the challenge will be inside of the group because we're going to do some giveaways and have some fun. And that's for our special people inside of these groups. So if you're watching now, it doesn't matter if you're in Ultimate Society or Club Fun, we're going to get you taken care of because you're going to get us both when we do it. So fantastic. Okay. So we got 10 days. What does it look like? What's the commitment level? Is it 3 hours a day? Is it 10 minutes a day? What does that look like?
I'm going to say it's about probably 20 to 45 minutes a day if you want to participate in the lives that I'll be doing. Because there's something for every day. We'll have a Q&A session about halfway through. We may or may not have a guest or two on in here. So if you want to participate in that, plus the little bit of preparation it's going to take for you for success. Because what I've learned, and I don't know about you, Jen, so I'd like you to answer this too, is whatever it is that I'm doing, if I slow down just a little bit to put the preparation steps together that I know or I've been asked or told or encouraged to do to get the result I'm after, then it goes so much better.
Yes.
So about 20 to 45 minutes. And it might take a little longer at the very front till you kind of get your head wrapped around it and get your routine of your life, have this inserted there. And then it's just showing up for yourself each and every day because we're going to show up whether you do or not.
Yes, we are. Okay, so what do they need to do to prepare? Let's get them prepared so they can get into that mindset. And then what will they need to go through the reboot?
Perfect. Okay, so I'll put my little handy dandy serious spectacles on so I can read my writing over here, okay? So a couple things you're going to definitely want is raw fruits and vegetables. Okay. And I'm going to explain what that means, okay? So your vegetables might sound something like this: spinach, celery, carrots, asparagus, kale, zucchini, pumpkin, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, beets, radishes, green peas, snow peas, green beans, parsnips, mushrooms, onion, garlic, artichoke, cucumber, squash, those types of things. All right. You're going to use those for snacks and for meals. Okay. Now, you're going to want some raw fruits as well. The ones that you want to focus on, lemon and lime for sure, because that's part of your the liquid intake, okay? But also your berries, all of your berries, strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, blueberries, dark cherries, and as much as organic as you possibly can. Okay, other fruits are okay too, like oranges and grapes, pears, watermelon, nectarines, plums, prunes, anything that could be in season where you live, in the region where you're at and the time of year that it is now. Now, things you're going to want to only probably have no more than 2 times off of the fruit list during this 10-day reboot are the following. And I'll cover that in the reboot. So I'm not going to answer all the details now, but just understand there's a couple things that are very common for people that actually don't really promote alkalinity as well as the others. So those ones are bananas, figs, dates, cantaloupe, pineapple, mango, and raisins. So if those items are on your regularly consuming list, then let's go ahead and just plan for only 2 times, 2 different days where you'll have them. So you get the best bonus out of your reboot, right? And then we all recommend, so you're going to actually get access to this little handy dandy cool food list. Okay. I'll be sharing that. And these are all of the foods that promote alkalinity. So this is kind of a forever thing to help you pivot along the way to give your body the best mileage every time about getting out more alkaline versus acidic, because we know that dysfunction of cells, the cells that like to go rogue and have an attitude, right?
Yep.
They replicate way faster in an acidic environment. So we want to encourage the body always to go, come on, we're going this way over here to alkalinity. So things like cow milks, dairy products, not for the alkaline reset. Then you get to decide after that, right? If you want to do a milk product, then do a nut milk, whether it's a hemp milk, an oat milk, an almond milk. Some of you may make your own already. Kudos to you, right? And then super clean animal proteins if you eat them. So this would be our turkey, our chicken, our wild game meat. Maybe you have a hunter in your family, wild salmon, wild buffalo, wild halibut, those types of things. And we're going to go very limited on the eggs. So just basic things. It's very basic whole foods. And then the person that invited you here has a link probably to give you. And we have some amazing, amazing products that are going to support. The deal here with this part is that our doctor and formulator, who is my personal doctor, understands the cells of the body, right? So a brain cell, a face cell, a nose cell, a lip cell, a hand cell, a finger cell, fingernail, right? Knee, legs. They're all different types of cells that perform different functions. But when we can synergistically get them all working together, that's when the magic happens.
I had no idea they were different.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So the way we get them to work together and really do their job well is to absolutely feed them a 100% complete profile of those amino acids, all of the branch chains that we need, the types of proteins, the types of carbs, the types of fats. And so we have a small set. We call it our Health Made Simple 10-day reset or reboot set. Okay. And it comes with first your choice of a shake, a plant-based, organic, vegan, dairy-free, sugar-free, soy-free, nut-free, GMO-free, free of everything. There's no chemicals, kosher certified and Informed Sports certified. Get excited. Okay.
Yes.
That. All right. And so you get to choose vanilla or chocolate. Okay. And this is coupled with our fabulous, completely raw greens.
I love our
this
greens.
Is all of the greens that your body needs in a raw form so that your body can use them. And you know what's so cool is that greens, when regularly consumed, feed your cells more oxygen than anything else, and your cells go crazy wild. All right, just saying. Just saying. Now, we also have an alkaline booster. Imagine that. What's that for? It's to help the reboot, right? This is at bedtime. This is like your bedtime sleepy time pill, okay? Again, 100% plants in here. Now, there's 2 products that you can add to your set depending on what your goals are. Ideally, the next 2 and the 3 that I've just quickly shared is the ideal set for your body to be optimized. Fair?
Yeah, fair. Absolutely.
So 2 things to consider is our number 1 best-selling product, which is our molecular hydrogen. Y'all, this is a super antioxidant that synergistically does the happy dance with the greens. And I'm telling you, the magic they can do together will blow you away. Just saying. And if you're really wanting a solid, good reboot, you definitely want that on board every day for the rest of your life, but definitely for these 10 days. Okay. And then those of us that would like to maybe shape up a little bit, or we know we're carrying a little bit extra than what our frame really needs to right now, because maybe it's been a long winter. Okay.
Yeah.
We want to. Yeah.
Right. Baby number 3, maybe.
Yeah, there you go. True statement. See, I'm out of that age range, so I don't think about that anymore. Very true. Whatever it is, if you want to help your body, just encourage him or her to do exactly what it already knows it needs to. Then you're going to want to add our Curb product here. And this is a double, there you go. This is a double herbal blend that really helps not only with craving. So if you're one of my snacker people, I love to snack. Anyone else? I love to snack. Yeah. And for some people, it's like a grazing all day. For others, it's that, okay, I'm getting later in the day and night and I'm not quite ready for bed, but then I get bored. Mm-hmm. And then I want to snack on something to keep my hands going. I'm really idle. I tend to, that's no good for any of us, right? So it does address that because it's a neurocenter in the brain. But the better part is that it is metabolic support for your cardiovascular system. So, when you get your bottles, you can look at all the ingredients there, and it's amazing. And just know that we never, ever, 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 ever put anything that is not organic, vegan, dairy-free, sugar-free, nut-free, okay, soy-free, GMO-free, or not kosher certified. They're 100% whole food plants. We use them in a different way than most of us are used to in the marketplace or in marketing, right?
Right. I love it. Okay.
So Those are the items that you're going to want to have on hand for the most successful reboot that you can have in 10 days. And of course, we've got a little something behind that 10 days that's going to help you take it even further that you'll be hearing about. You may have even seen a little bit, but we call it our 60-day Club Fit Challenge, just to help really educate you and fill in those holes of information that you've maybe been wondering about or not sure what to believe or where to find the answers. So this is going to be a great time. We're going to kick it off on Friday the 26th.
Yes, and we will definitely, you guys, give Shar some love, give her some hearts. We want her back. We want her to talk about all the things Club Fit Challenge. I went through the Club Fit Challenge 2 months ago, and I was a weenie, and I committed for 2 weeks. My mom and I and her boyfriend, and we all lost weight, and then we all did what some of us do and was like, oh, yeah, we lost weight, and didn't continue. So I'm grateful for the experience. Everything that comes with it is bananas, and we'll talk about that on the next call.
Yes, 1,000,000%.
Yes, so we want to keep this short and sweet. Thank you guys for joining. We just want to educate you on healing your bodies from the inside out with incredible products. We're doing it together as a team. We're sharing stories and testimonials. And anything you want to end with, Shar, before we close it off for the night?
I just want you to know that your health, whatever that is for you, is worth whatever it takes. These 10 days could literally be something that completely change your life. So if you say yes to yourself and figure it out along the way, the results will be far better than saying, no, I don't have time. It's not for me, when you really don't know. Just come in and learn and listen. And maybe the full application is later. Just don't waste the time, because folks, we're not guaranteed anything other than the moment we're in right now. And I was reminded of that again this weekend, because I do still have some patients I take care of outside of what we're doing here. And, it's just, life is a very delicate, precious thing. So let's treat it like gold.
Yes, that's such a beautiful reminder. Thank you for signing off with that. I love that.
Yeah.
All right, friends, we hope you enjoyed this evening and sharing some information. And Shar, as always, thank you, doll, for being so willing to just share from your heart about all of the stuff that it does get overwhelming, and there's a lot of information out there, and we all just want to have healthy bodies and healthy families. So
yes, and we're going to make it really simple. I promise these 10 days will fly by. You're going to get so much. I'm so excited to share with you.
All right.
Thanks for having me, Jen.
Absolutely. We will see you guys on the next show. Bye.